Listen, my darling, let these words settle. In the deepest recesses of your heart, I'm with you, not as a far-off notion or a theological concept, but as a presence that is aware of the precise form of your days, the weight of your nights, and the shaking in your hands when you question your ability to continue. Every sigh has a song that I am familiar with. Every wound's map is known to me. I have not been idle, and I have seen you bear things you were never supposed to carry. Even when you believed you were holding yourself, I was holding you. My voice is steady for you today, because it's time to change the narrative you're telling about yourself. You have lived with clenched fists and exhausted eyes, because you have so often accepted the little, false things that the world said to you. You are not enough, you must earn your place, and if you relax you will lose what you've gained. However, I'd want to invite you to unclench. Take a breath, let the breath in your lungs be my love. Allow my empathy to serve as the space where your fatigue may finally rest. Gentleness is not the same as weakness. My love for you is the force that completely transforms you from the inside out. Not a gentle acceptance of your suffering. I mean it with all the weight of heaven. When I say that you are my adored, when I say your name, angels kneel down to listen. They follow you about keeping an eye out for even the slightest changes in your heart. It's not random when doors open. Possibilities present themselves, or a stranger extends compassion at the perfect time. The angels working to match supply with your need are the fingerprints of my caring. I am aware of your worries, such as the anxiety that everything you have created may disappear, the financial strain that wakes you up at 2 in the morning, and the fear of falling short as success approaches. Listen, I haven't abandoned you to use deception to get access to security. I am closer than the next breath you will take. Your resources originate with me. When money is tight, I'm with you, not against you. I operate practically and in locations that are now hidden from view. Sometimes my provision comes in the form of unanticipated friends, a door you didn't know to knock on, or a miracle that changes the bottom line. However, I also encourage you to make sensible decisions. Take care of what you have. Seek guidance, pray for wisdom, and reject the myth that your identity is determined by your income. A bank statement has nothing to do with your worth. The breath I put into you is what makes you valuable. At every threshold, fear will attempt to make its presence known. At the brink of your chance, fear will whisper paralysis. However, fear does not have the last say over you. Let me answer the door when fear knocks. Join me in saying, I will not allow fear to dictate my future. Root yourself in the knowledge that bravery is the attitude of faith. In the face of fear, not its absence, your faith will grow powerful. At those times when your voice breaks and your knees shake, I'll help you keep your balance. Angels will help you walk steadily. Make the first move, it will be the next one. There will be times of quiet perseverance and others of unexpected triumph. Both are revered. Don't let the audience's cheers serve as your yardstick. Let your compass be my affirmation. When doors open, I join you in celebrating, but I stay after the cheering stops. Instead of reducing your spirit to performance, success should increase your capacity for love. Join me in declaring I handle success with humility in order to benefit people and cultivate the heart that seeks you. I implore reward. A life without hardships is not guaranteed to you. I never promised a storm-free journey. However, I swear to be there, an unwavering ally through every storm. Breathe into my closeness when relationships are strained and pressure builds, when deadlines are approaching, and when stress levels are high. Say, Lord, I'm too exhausted to do this by myself. Allow me to carry you. I can carry your troubles on my big shoulders. My hands are soft enough to ease your anxiety. When you give me something you can't repair, I'll accept it and start to find a solution. The adversary may sometimes murmur, dangers that seem both little and real. Financial failures, health concerns, a relationship that waned, or a career that falters. Don't let their roar scare you. When kept inside the bounds of my authority, they pose little danger. I refrain your suffering, not lessen it. Stand for what is right. After naming what the adversary claims, state what is more accurate. Declare I trust God's provision. My present need is not my permanent state. When fear tells you that you are alone, declare I am held. I am watched by angels, I am known by my Father. Speak the truth and see how darkness dissipates. When a spoken promise is stated, miracles continue to occur as the bending of reality toward kindness, not as mysticism to be kept. The reason I move is because I love, not because I am proving something. Anticipate amazement where walls once existed. Expect doors to open, anticipate calm. That comes like a refreshing rain on burned ground. Unexpected healings, reconciliations, and miraculous supply. The breadcrumbs of a God who takes pleasure in surprise you with kindness are the little miracles you have seen, such as when the appropriate word came, when a check passed at the perfect time, or when a relationship was restored. Be generous with your hope. Hope is like a muscle, use it. You will be amazed at how often the skies respond. If you have been devoid of uncertainty, I encourage you to lean in and murmur, I expect you, Lord. Opportunities are coming, perhaps in subtle, everyday ways. It may be a thought you scribble in the margins, an email you almost delete, or a coffee discussion. Learn to spot subtle cues. Angels often push before doors open. Your willingness to show up, be there, and say yes to little things is how I operate. Saying yes to the little tasks. consistent prayer, disciplined routines, and nice words actually aligns you with bigger changes. Small beginnings are the breeding ground for kingdom sized innovations, so don't belittle them. I can tell which friendships have supported you and which have let you down. I understand the discomfort of growing apart, the pain of a friend who left, and the relief of a friend who remained. Your heart uses relationships as a holy training ground. They provide joy, accountability, humility, and forgiveness. Love those that love you. People who deplete you under the pretense of relying on you should be avoided. I'll put the appropriate people in your life. Those who will pray with you at midnight, who will celebrate you without envy, and who will tell the truth with grace. If your soul yearns for death, don't accept superficial company. Offer up prayers for the companions who will help you prepare for your future. Life seldom proceeds in a straight path. Anticipate diversions and learn to interpret them as opportunities for growth rather than rejections. My chronology differs from yours because I create with purpose. I am patient with my time. Pruning at certain seasons may lead to increased fruitfulness. Delays might be likened as fine-tuning, flames that extinguish impediments. In the face of delays, choose thankfulness. It eases resentment. Make the following declaration. I refuse to let delay deter me. When you take that stance, you will face the weight with optimism rather than despair. I will trust the process. Motivation may come and go. There will be mornings when you wake up feeling numb, and mornings when you wake up on fire. Motivation on its own is erratic. Discipline, rooted in identification, is what keeps you going. Recall your identity and the reason you started. Let me be your greatest source of inspiration. Not the cheers, likes, or praise, but the calm understanding that you are supporting something greater than yourself. Don't berate yourself for waking up without passion. Instead, allow me in. Request a new touch. Clarity may sometimes rekindle motivation. A companion who keeps you responsible. A clear next step or a straightforward framework. At other times, it comes slowly and steadily back like a dawn. Your movements will be stopped by fear of the future. Worst-case scenarios will be created and presented as fact. Avoid that inclination. The future is a landscape of opportunities to manage, rather than a list of things to be afraid about. You were created to take risks, the holy type that entrusts the results to me. In love, take risks. Be brave and show up when quiet beckons. Speak out when pride begs you to stand your stance. Make amends. Courageous love transforms paths, and love is the kingdom's currency. Listen to this. I am here in your becoming as well as your healing. You are being born with traits that will take time to develop, such as resilience, sensitivity, knowledge, and clarity. I want you to understand that this is formation, not punishment or waiting room boredom. Feeling strained is a sign of progress, not failure. You're getting ready to take on more responsibility, influence, and compassion as a steward. Others will be able to see light streaming through the jagged edges you now shudder at. One day your greatest ministry will come from the same circumstances you wish you could forget. Angels are tangible and invisible, assistants that wait for the right time to deliver resources and eliminate barriers in order to respond to your needs because of your faithfulness. Even the little act of choosing kindness in the afternoon and turning your face toward me in the morning. There are heavenly couriers on a mission. Small faith should not be undervalued. Angels are called into action by a mustard seed faith. You start a spiritual chain reaction when you pray, donate, forgive, and take a step toward reconciliation. Even inadequate obedience is reacted to by angels. They are more than just numbers. They are agents of my will, and they are happy when you follow my instructions. Over the course of your life, I want you to start stating certain facts that will make your tongue line up with heaven. Say them out loud. I'll listen to your voice. I am really adored. My value is given to me. It is not earned. I can see my needs and I will get what I need. Be determined by my fear. I'm going to walk bravely. I wisely and humbly manage my gifts. I release myself to receive, and I forgive the debts I bear. You are not engaging in futile repetition. When you name these items, you're bringing your heart and reality into harmony. Your reality is shaped by the words you utter, making the tongue a potent tool. Repeat them till they pierce the innermost depths of your existence. Doubt may sometimes attempt to change your past by reminding you of your mistakes, bringing up previous charges, and trying your resolve. Remind yourself of the facts. I have been loyal when something occurs. I haven't left you. The prayers you said into dimly lit rooms are still fresh in my mind. You are a work in progress, undergoing divine rehabilitation, not a result of your previous errors. Let the sound of regret be muffled by the reality of my unwavering love. Know that sadness is not an indication of spiritual failure if you are experiencing it, or if loss has caused you to feel hollowed out. It is the unpretentious language of love. Bring me your sorrow. I'll keep it and use it to create beautiful. I'll exchange your ashes for an honorable outfit. You won't be able to sing every morning, and that's all right. Then I sing for you. My song is a continuous refrain that claims you. It is not reliant on your voice. Two individuals who have experienced betrayal in a relationship. I do not downplay your pain. I'll be fair. I'll give you comfort. It is legal to mourn. Take a step back and seek healing when trust has been betrayed. However, avoid allowing a breach of trust to turn into a prison of resentment. There is a way ahead that redeems the past rather than erasing it. If reconciliation is sincere and safe, Practice it wisely. I respect boundaries if protection is required. Wisdom and repair are not mutually exclusive. Rather, they are partners in the healing process. There will be moments when you feel invisible, not acknowledged by family, friends, or co-workers. Look up during those seasons. The neglected are given angels. The silent individual who prays in the corner, while others brag, is still with me. The person who serves in silence is not forgotten by me. Your efforts and love will not go unappreciated. Every little act of kindness you did, while no one else was around, is being remembered on a shelf in my heart. Those deeds have eternal consequences. You may be inclined to look for shortcuts, short solutions for long-term problems. Avoid short-term solutions that slow down development. Real change seldom happens overnight. It is a gradual day-by-day process of surrender. When you start to become tired of the gradual process, keep in mind that the oak takes its time, and that its strength develops with time. Invest in simple, regular routines like prayer, open communication, community relaxation, and sage advice. These are the reliable tools I use to change people's lives. Don't be embarrassed to seek assistance. Pride will advise you to act. Conceal and carry by yourself. Vulnerability is bravery, not weakness. You provide them the opportunity to share in your recovery when you reach out to them. When you are unable to hold yourself, let your community hold you. Let individuals you can trust tell you the truth. Let an older person guide you. Let a buddy sit quietly next to you. People who support one another rather than lone wolves build the kingdom. I'm asking you to adopt a radical trusting stance. It's a controlled, consistent trust, not a careless one. That's like going onto a bridge one board at a time and discovering that the whole thing supports you. When it comes to financial choices, trust me, put your relationship risks in my hands. If your aspirations seem too huge for you right now, trust me. I'll make you bigger, I'll make your vision bigger. I'll give you the next step after you follow the next obvious step. I want you to keep in mind several useful terms. Sleep is care of your body and mind, not a luxury. Rest is necessary for productivity. It is not a sign of laziness. Financial prudence is prudent handling of the gifts I entrust, not a lack of faith. Before making big choices, get informed advice even when you're feeling thin. Sow the seeds of giving. Generosity teaches your soul to trust me and transforms your heart from one of lack to plenty. Maintain an attitude of thankfulness. Daily thanksgiving opens channels, and fierce mindlessness shuts. I ask you to participate in atmosphere-changing, radical prayers. Instead of relying only on trial and error, pray with anticipation. Pray clearly by naming, bringing to light, and asking for particular needs. Join others in raising their voices. When my people get together on earth, there is power when prayers are sincere and persistent. Angels reply in unison, I love you in both ways. So don't be astonished by quick responses. My timing is impeccable or duped by slow ones. Enter, I receive this. If you're prepared to allow these words to become ingrained in your mind, believe me when I tell that. When you publicly profess your faith, heaven hears. Type it now, I'm changing the way you see challenges. An impediment is a location. To learn how to move differently, not a stop sign. If a door slams, it's the window. When a relationship breaks down, try to learn how to show compassion. Seek a chance to become more agile. When money is tight, a learner's stance transforms adversity into a training field. Declared difficulty will not defeat me. The experience will teach me and change me for a minute. I want you to picture what life will be like if you let go of the things that aren't required. Imagine being able to breathe freely, without the burden of comparison or shame. Imagine waking up with a steady assurance that is calm and unflappable, as steady as the dawn. Picture rich and secure friendships, soul-nourishing work, rejuvenating sleep, and exciting purpose. These aren't just fantasies. They may be the result of a life given over to me. On some days, you'll be filled with inquiries such: why this? Why now? For what length of time? Bring your inquiries, I don't take offense. Your honesty is an honor to me. I'll tell you what you need in the asking. Not necessarily the whole map, but the next action, the next supply, the next recovery. Remain close, remain optimistic. Continue attending the religious school. Sometimes miracles come in everyday packaging. Stay vigilant, a straightforward apology may bring about the miracle of reconciliation. A friend's offer can bring about the miracle of provision, and a period of modest silence can bring about the miracle of clarity. Don't let your expectations of pyrotechnics force you to overlook marvels. Sacred things are often enmeshed in everyday existence. Develop the ability to recognize little acts of kindness in your heart, since it is these that add up to a clear pattern of grace. You'll keep learning how to hear my voice. From me, thunder isn't constantly present. Do this, forgive that. Rest here, walk there, it's often a gentle, persistent summons. Your ears will get tuned to the rhythm of heaven. As you practice listening, you will be led by the angels to people, locations, and paths that further the goals I have for you. Pay attention to their cues. You could question whether you are headed in the correct direction and what your purpose is. Purpose is not only a lofty goal, it is the devoted handling of the little chores at hand. The exceptional will come when you take good care of the everyday. Try to be compassionate, seek justice, go for holiness. These are the strands that weave a purposeful existence. I'll provide you with the direction you need to go. Simply say, Lord, show me the next step, and then follow through on it. This life will be filled with painful, unexpected, and sobering experiences. Pain has purpose when you give it up. It might mold your heart to get to know me better and to connect with others in a genuine way. Instead of a barrier, let your suffering serve as a bridge. Tell your tale by doing this. You provide space for others to recover. Be certain that I am dedicated to your success. A profound soul-level thriving that spills over into your relationships, daily job, evenings, and dreams. Not a surface-level flourishing. I won't deny what's required for that to grow. Angels are tasked with overseeing your ascent. Help make come in the form of individuals you believed were destined for a different season, or the resuscitation of a long-held ambition. But don't be shocked when it does. Continue to spread trust and cling to dream threads. Go into the days ahead with courage. My kid, recognize that I've been there before you. More people than you can imagine are watching every move you make, and heaven records every concession you make. Have faith that little deeds of obedience will shape the course of events. You are creating a future that respects me and benefits others when you show up love. Forgive and contribute. Keep these words in mind. You are not defined by the noise of the world, by others' labels, by shame, or by poverty. My love defines you. My grace remakes you, and my purpose guides you. Remain steadfast. I'm going to show you more. I have more work to do. Maintain an open hand, a kind heart, and prepared feet. The angels have a purpose. Heaven is tilting, I'm talking. Give me a bit more time here. I have one more word, one more invitation, and one more unfolding of hope in store for you. So, dear one, have courage. Every prayer has been answered. Every tear has been collected, and every step has been led. Your life has everlasting beauty and weight. Thus it is not tiny. Know that heaven sees, loves, and celebrates you now and always. And go forth with optimism. Please subscribe to support our channel and turn on bell notification.